You know that resident who calls or emails your management company 3 times a week with so-called emergencies? You send someone to investigate, hire experienced vendors, spend resources, and then like clockwork, they're back a few days later with something else. It's eating up your community's budget and testing everyone's patience. Let's talk about how to recognize these excessive service requests. They typically come from tenants, not owners, people who don't understand what the association is responsible for and who don't feel the financial impact of service calls. It's exactly like playing whack-a-mole at the arcade. You address one issue and another pops up immediately. Hit down one complaint and suddenly there's a new one somewhere else. You just can't get ahead. Watch for these telltale signs. Multiple calls about minor things within the same week. New issues that mysteriously appear right after you fix something else. Complaints that are more about aesthetics than actual function. Requests for things that aren't even the association's responsibility. And my personal favorite, attempts to connect completely unrelated issues. That roof leak on the east side must be connected to my toilet backing up on the west side. Or, the peeling paint on my balcony is definitely because you didn't clean the gutters properly 2 years ago. As board members, when one resident is using up a disproportionate amount of community resources, it's not just annoying, it's unfair to everyone else. So what's the solution? Set up a clear communication protocol, especially for units with non-owner residents. For rental units, make it a rule that service requests can only come through the property owner, not directly from tenants. This creates an important accountability filter. Trust me, when owners have to be involved in every single request, they'll quickly put a stop to unnecessary calls from their tenants. Here's what you need to watch for, though. Landlords will try to work around this. They'll send letters authorizing their tenants to speak on their behalf. Your board should direct your management company to decline these arrangements. The only people who should submit service requests are the property owners themselves, or in some cases, professional property managers hired by those owners to manage that particular unit. A property manager working for a specific landlord makes sense. It's like a power of attorney, but tenants should never be authorized to speak for owners. This distinction matters because in many condominiums, especially ones with a history of poor management, owners start viewing the association's management company as their personal property managers. They expect their tenants to call the association for any maintenance issue, while they, the property owner, just collects rent. If you're not careful, your community essentially becomes an apartment complex with your management company acting as the apartment manager. For this system to actually work, there have to be consequences when people don't follow the rules or make frivolous requests. Your governing documents probably allow you to back charge costs for unnecessary service calls. When someone reports a major roof leak that turns out to be condensation from their dryer vent, or an electrical emergency that's just a burned out light bulb, the association shouldn't pay for that. Develop a policy that clearly defines what counts as a frivolous request and spell out the process of back charging. Then, and this is key, enforce it consistently. Most owners will quickly get their tenants in line once they start receiving bills for these service calls. At the end of the day, effective community management is about balance, being responsive to legitimate needs while being responsible with everyone's resources. By putting these communication protocols in place, you'll cut down on unnecessary service calls, reduce operational costs, and create a fairer environment for all residents. When you establish clear boundaries up front, even the most challenging resident situations become manageable. Your entire community benefits when expectations are well defined from the start. If you found this perspective valuable, we invite you to connect with us. Facebook viewers, like our page and follow us for regular updates. Feel free to message us directly with your questions or community challenges. Instagram viewers, hit follow and feel free to DM us with your questions or community challenges. YouTube viewers, subscribe to our channel and check out the video description for helpful links. Visit our website to discover our thought leadership content, books, and resources that can transform your community management approach. Whether you're dealing with the challenges we discussed today or other community issues, we're here to help. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.